Guarded by Randall this time. Good contest. Didn't matter. Here's Reeves. He drives the closeout. Luka with the cut and the lay.
And giving Los Angeles extra possessions to start this game.
Doncic sees two, pardon me. That was Anthony Edwards saw two. Don't have numbers. Reeves the trailer. Sprays it out to Hachimura for three. Got it.
Austin Reeves had that shot right at the beginning, but so smart, taking it into the middle of the lane, drawing two and kicking it.
Doncic off the dribble handoff. Finney Smith checked into the ball game. Luka is on one right now. Easily over Conley, but he missed it. Chased down his own rebound. Hachimura from deep. Laces it.
And one of only four teams. And you're talking about OKC, Boston, and Cleveland as the other three. Yeah. This first shot defense against the Lakers has been pretty good to start, but they've given up so many offensive rebounds.
Doncic is locked in. They're matched up against him. Doncic with the spin. Slams on the brakes. He's out here. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Edwards running the lane in full flight. Raises up and lays it home. That time they finished. Got crushed by a LeBron James screen and died on it. Inside. One more to the corner. Gabe Vincent. Butter.
Parked in the corner for a step-in three.
Here's Randall. Cross court to Alexander Walker from deep. He's been shooting it at over 40%. Inside. Vando got his own miss. Vanderbilt back out to Finney Smith. Open from deep. Rattles it home. It's interesting that LeBron, for the first time in a playoff game, did not score in the first quarter. And speaking of drives, Alexander Walker into Randall. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to Reed for three for the lead. Got it. Minnesota doing all this with Anthony Edwards on the bench. Randall lets it fly. McDaniels with a big-time board. Oh, a little muscle ball inside.
Both freshmen together playing for Mike Hopkins is now with the Phoenix Suns.
James spins, fires, got it, and one. Out to Hachimura from deep. Tipped out all the way to Randall. They got a 2-on-1. Alexander Walker to Conley from the corner pocket three. Butter. Off the drag screen. Doncic turned the corner. Good defense by DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker on the fly. James packed out.
He knew that all the way. Timed that out perfectly.
Hachimura raises up. Whistle out of bounds. Sees two. Good nail help by LeBron. Raises up anyway, and it comes off. Back out to Reed for three. And Naz Reid laces the deep one.
Vertical challenges by the rim. They've made it really difficult on LA.
And Gobert got the block on James. Off and running again. A 3-on-2. Reed out to the three-point line. Splash down.
McDaniels has been a big reason why with his offensive rebounds and stickbacks.
Out of the timeout, Hachimura slips out of the screen and nails the three. Here's the king with the ball. James out front against Reed. A long two is good. Out top with 8 points. Gets Luka on the switch. Likes that matchup. Sprays it to the corner. Randall for three. Got it. And that's the type of 10 on the shot clock. Finney Smith. Back to James. Foul and one.
And is the inbounder.
DiVincenzo. Here he is off the wide action, and DiVincenzo pulls it and laces the deep three.
In the paint and really shut off the offensive glass in that second quarter where they outscored LA by 18.
Edwards sprays it out to McDaniels. The corner three is pure. Get busy, got downhill. Floater comes off, got it back. Randall from deep, and they cash in on a second opportunity.
Reeves was 1 of 6 in that first half. And Minnesota went after him on the defensive end.
Edwards, it's first half, as you mentioned, Jay, and that they need to get back to being the aggressors. We've seen that certainly carry on here as LeBron James nails in the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers in 2004, Jonesy.
Yeah, the last time these two teams met, ironically, in the conference finals. Rudy Gobert converting
on this defense.
Edwards couldn't finish, got all the way inside. And here's LeBron. James sprays it out to Reeves. Open from deep. Got it. Back out to Edwards. One more to Randall. Got Luka in the air. Float game comes out, got it back. Randall and one.
It takes some time after a trade for everybody to get used to one another.
They turn over Doncic. Connolly pulls the three, and it's all coming out. Clock. Hachimura has to pull. And that's a great stop for Minnesota.
About as tough a two as you're going to take.
Off the dribble three, Anthony Edwards. Gobert switches on to Doncic. Good contest, but Luka makes a tough shot. Doncic looking for the post up, and Reeves almost threw it away. He does. McDaniels, and Minnesota has numbers. McDaniels onto the corner. Edwards sets his feet. Wet. That thing
From three in April.
found his groove at the right time. So did this guy. Naz Reid connects again. Jay, I ask you, what has happened to the prolific production?
You cannot be turning the ball over like that.
They just did. Here's James. Puts his shoulder down, put his head down, got the lay.
Got out on defense against the Lakers. You have to be good on offense.
DiVincenzo inside, got it to go off glass.
Minnesota just playing 5 out, and Austin Reeves went for another shot fake.
Got an easy one there. Somebody lead back up to 19. Doncic has to work expeditiously and got it to go off glass at the buzzer. That could potentially be crippling for the Timberwolves. Randall going to do a little bit more heavy lifting. Luka trying to press up on Ant with pristine, pulchritudinous footwork
To get that three.
Edwards off the bounce, spins back out to a wide open Randall. Cash out. Got his air fryer out, ready to cook. Ant-Man gets it back, pulls the three, and it's wet towards the end of the year. James drives the closeout and punches it home. Edwards with the tween. Over to Reed, catch and shoot three on the way, and he laces another one.
Of this game.
Wow, and a little room service off the careless pass. DiVincenzo flying charter. LeBron comes with the double and help. Good catch by McDaniels. Little sidestep, little afro step into the paint.
That 2 overtime game they had against